Stop. Stop it. This is the age of rockets that land themselves, cars that drive themselves, and hair dye that changes your gender. So why the hell are we still doing this? You're probably browsing in another tab right now looking at plates or an optic or the next gun that you're going to take to the range to show off to the boys. So why haven't you upgraded your dry fire training? See, I suffer from this disease called being broke, and side effects of this include lack of range time, ramen for dinner, and worrying about how much ammo I have stored rather than what I'm shooting down range. That being said, if I can get something on sale, I will. And at the end of the video, I'll show you how you can get your discount code as well. This is the single most important item that you'll buy and you'll never regret it. This is the dry fire mag, made in the USA. I ordered this one for Glock's 9mm, but it also works for other double stacks. Shipping was pretty fast. I ordered it late Friday night and it arrived Thursday. For Hawaii, that's actually pretty good. Once you get the mag out of the box, the next thing you'll see is the optional spring kit, which I purchased for only a few dollars more. It allows you to fine-tune the feel of your trigger. This is mostly for guns with an aftermarket unit. It comes with an adjustment tool and instructions to change the spring. There is an adjustment screw on the back. This allows you to adjust the pre-travel. The tunability of this thing is pretty amazing. Build quality, high, floor plate, orange, safe, adjustment screw, good, interchangeable springs, better. This is a regular Glock with a factory trigger. The first thing we have to do is be safe and always clear gun chamber before inserting the dry fire mag. No mag, nothing in the chamber, regular stock Gen 4 mushy trigger. I'll show you how it works with the gun apart, and then I'll show you it in action. The only thing that needs to be done is your trigger needs to be set. Once you set the trigger bar, you can insert the mag. It might give you some resistance, so give it a smack and you're good to go. The trigger bar is in front of the clicky part. You're good to go. This is how it resets and clicks every time. I'll put the gun back together and I'll show it to you in action. First things first, we have an empty mag well. We're going to check our chamber. Now that we know nothing's inside, make sure you don't pull your trigger. Insert the dry fire mag, and again, if there's any resistance, just give it a quick smack and you're good to go. The first trigger pull is going to be a little bit stiff as it releases the striker, but everyone after that should feel like as if you're pulling a loaded gun. It's okay if you want to rack the slide to make sure you're clear or to practice malfunctions while you're training. As long as you rack the slide before you insert the mag, everything will be okay. They say it's about 7,500 to 10,000 repetitions to create muscle memory. I didn't want to build a bad routine by needing to rack the slide every time I wanted to dry fire train. It can be hard to really notice everything as you are shooting. The gun moves so fast that you can miss what your finger is doing. With the dry fire mag, all your movements are apparent to you. Using a red dot can really amplify those movements. Training your trigger pull with this device is easy. You're able to really identify and correct little things that you normally wouldn't see. One of the things I noticed I needed to work on was resetting my trigger. In an attempt to be quick, I guess I was lifting my finger and trying to slap it back on as fast as I could. What we know is that we should be riding the reset and minimizing any excess movements to be quick. Taking multiple shots without changing your grips is a total game changer. You can really see what your hands are doing, and something I noticed and hate to admit is that my grip, strength, forearms, and trigger finger are all a lot weaker than I really want to admit. This created my grip weakening over a short amount of time, not being able to have a consistent cadence, and over time my shots would get slower and slower and less accurate. It gets obvious while taking rapid shots when you need to fix your grip or your trigger pull. By eliminating all other movements, you can tune into what is really going on. Other than recoil, you can train every aspect of shooting with this device. Another bonus to dry fire mag is in the springs. While trying to rapid fire, I realized that my finger and forearms are much weaker than I'd like to admit. I'll be experimenting with the heavier springs to see if I can use it as a workout. Maybe if I train on a heavy spring, I will strengthen up my hands and forearm. Like everything, there is a downside, and this one happens to be the part that makes everything work. The spring system needs to be limited in order for it to stay behind the trigger bar. This means that this little tab here is always under slight pressure in the mag well. This is not a big deal unless you really want to work on practice mag changes. This little tab makes it so the mag can't slide out like a regular empty one. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to slam this unit into the ground anyway. But it is something to consider. See, wasn't that so much easier? Since you made it to the end of the video, take a look in the description for a link to Tactical Hive, where they put together a really good training series and work the dry fire bag to help you get a discounted rate. In the next episode, I'll be going over another tool to help elevate your training. I'll also be showing you how it can be worked in tandem with the dry fire mag. Make sure you hit the subscription and notification bell so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.